Ada warriors marched like a single shadow. Spears clashed. Drums thundered beneath the soil. Women fled through the hidden tunnels. Men fought with the fury of ancestors. Odo, the hunter of Ugwu, son of the silent hills, fought with the strength of 2 fathers and 4 grandfathers. He shot arrows guided by voices no human tongue could speak. The forest whispered to him, the spirits nudged him, the earth itself trembled beneath him. But even after the burning, no, the village lay awake like a wounded lion, bleeding but unbroken. Ash fell from the sky like the tears of tired ancestors. The ground was black, the roofs were broken, the air smelled of smoke and battle sweat. Odo stood in the middle of the village square, his skin darkened by ash, his wrapper torn, his eyes red with the kind of fire that does not burn the flesh, but burns a man's heart. Beside him, warriors gathered with bent spears and bruised pride. Women prayed, children trembled. The old ones hummed war hymns that had not been sung in 30 seasons. Then the scout appeared, Aja's skin pale with fear, stomach torn by an enemy blade. Stumbled into the square like a goat escaping a lion's mouth. He clutched something in his hand, something small but heavy with meaning. When he opened his palm, the village gasped. It was a bracelet, not just any bracelet, one with a broken tusk bead and a red coral stone. Odo knew it. He had carved that tusk bead when Nnanna turned 10. His throat tightened like a rope. Nnanna, he whispered. The name cracked like dry firewood. Aja fell to his knees, his breath thin as thread. They took him, he whispered. He is alive, but not for long. The Ata do not want to kill him yet. They want to break him, break his spirit, turn him to their side. A storm passed through Odo's chest. Kalunta, his younger boy, fierce, sharp-eyed, stepped forward. Papa, let me go with you. We will bring him back. Together. Ah, but the pain of a father is the weight of a mountain. Odo only closed his eyes. Before he could speak, the elder priestess stepped from the shadows. She moved like a drifting leaf, soft, slow, but with wisdom older than Ugwu's hills. Her voice was like wind through a broken flute. Your son is taken to the Grove of Mirrors, a place where a man does not walk twice. The village shuddered. Even the trees seemed to step back. Odo bowed his head only once. Then I will walk it once, he said. And that was the end of all arguments. Before the moon touched the western ridge, Odo prepared for the path. He did not carry his bow. No arrows mean nothing in a place where your enemy might be your own shadow. He carried only 3 things: a blade of black obsidian, a calabash filled with blood mixed with ash, and a father's burning heart. When he stepped into the forest, he did not look back. A man who looks back on such a journey carries doubt on his shoulders, and doubt is the heaviest curse. Now listen well, for the forest Odo entered was not a forest for ordinary feet. It was the sacred path of Ikpuru, where time bends like a wet branch, where silence speaks, and where the spirits choose who may pass. The deeper Odo walked, the stranger the forest grew. Branches twisted like they wanted to touch him. Roots bulged from the earth like sleeping serpents. The wind held its breath. Even the sun seemed afraid to shine. But Odo walked with the patience of a man who carries grief in one hand and hope in the other. Soon the trees grew tall and close, forming walls on both sides. The path narrowed until it was thinner than a goat trail. Then it widened again, opening like a secret mouth. And there it was, the Grove of Mirrors. Tall black stones stood in a circle, each one smooth like polished obsidian, each one humming like a beehive of spirits, each one cracked with strange lines of ancient power. But these stones, they did not show reflections. No, they showed visions. In the first mirror, Odo saw Nnanna, not as a boy, but as a young warrior, with blank eyes, whispering the chants of the Ata. In the second mirror, Odo saw Kalunta, older, wounded, fierce, carrying Odo's severed head in his hands. In the third mirror, this one struck like a spear to the heart. He saw Nkem, his wife, his life partner, lying lifeless on the ground, blood pooling like a dark river beneath her. And Odo himself stood above her, with a blade dripping red. "No," he whispered, "this is not truth." But a voice behind him said, "It is the path." Odo turned, and he saw himself. Another Odo, not younger or older, just darker, heavier, filled with shadows. "If you want your son," the reflection said, "you must fight the part of you that will destroy all you love, just to save one." Odo's breath grew sharp. He had battled men. He had battled beasts. He had battled fear. But to battle himself, that is a war no warrior truly prepares for. They clashed, not with spears, not with arrows, but with will, with pain, with regret, with the ghosts of choices made, and the shadows of choices feared. Each strike from his reflection felt like a memory tearing. Each hit Odo delivered felt like truth breaking free. He fought the version of himself who wanted revenge more than justice, anger more than courage, death more than duty. And at last, the darker self faded like smoke. The grove grew quiet. The earth opened beneath the largest stone, and a small carved tablet rose from the soil. A glyph older than Ugwu, older than the first hunter, older than the first story. It was the blood oath. He cut his palm, let the blood touch the glyph, whispered the chant. The forest bent forward, as if bowing to him. The spirits howled, horns long and ancient, and before him, a faint red path lit up, floating symbols leading into the deep forest, the way to Nnanna. But before he left, the grove gave him one last vision, a cruel one. Odo, carrying Nkem's corpse. Fire behind him. His son's gone. A shadowy, crowned figure laughing in the distance. Odo fell to his knees. "O ancestors, is this the price?" No answer came, only wind. When Odo stumbled out of the grove, his body felt heavy, his spirit trembling like a drumskin struck too hard. He fell beneath a sacred tree, and there, waiting stubbornly, eyes wide with fear and love, was Kalunta. The boy rose and ran to him. "Papa! Papa! You are bleeding!" Odo only touched his cheek gently. "I saw many things, my son." Kalunta swallowed hard. "Can we find Nnanna? Can we bring him back?" Odo looked toward the forest, where the glowing red symbols danced in the air. "Yes," he said softly, "but the path will break me. It may break us all." Kalunta clenched his teeth. "I will walk it with you." Odo shook his head. "No, this path accepts only one walker. If two step on it, one dies." The boy's lips trembled. "But I don't want to lose you, or him." Odo closed his eyes. "Neither do I. But a father must sometimes walk into darkness, so the light can remain with his children." Behind them, a strange wind blew, cold, deep, afraid. At that same moment, deep in the enemy camp, the Ata war chief knelt in a dark shrine. He dipped his blade into black fire, and from its center, a face appeared. Nnanna's, eyes closed, spirit bound, trapped in silence. The war chief smiled. "The father comes," he growled. "Let him walk the path. Let him break. His tears will sweeten my blade." and the black fire rose higher.